Good morning, everyone. Sorry about that. Got a little technical difficulties here this morning, but got it up and running here. We're gonna be going over our IRA annuities this morning. We'll get through this as quickly as possible. Get things started here this morning. So we continue to offer our referred producer program. You can refer agents to IAMS. You get money based on those referrals. You get money based on their business. We also do a marketing reimbursement where we reimburse $100,000 or $100 for every $100,000 of annuity premium. Great combination to build up a really nice account there and have IAMS help you with those costs of advertising. We also have our new producer builders. We can qualify for different items based on levels of production, anywhere between 100,000 to $1 million in the first 6 months. We'll get you some nice incentives based on that. We also have a great back office support team. We have a number of people that work in the new business department, creative departments, marketing side. So great help we can give you on both sides there. We got a great team of marketers here that help on both the life and annuities. They've been a lot of experience here in the office. People have been in the business for 20, 30 years. So it's a great combination right now. So do keep that in mind based on that. We do continue to offer Firelight for e-application systems. We do have Firelight set up for most of our carriers. We do have a couple of carriers that do have their own proprietary systems, including Aspida. They do their own, and I believe we have one more that has their own new business set up on their website. So keep that in mind on that end. As I mentioned, we do have a great creative team here. They do a great job on helping agents with advertising, redoing their websites, doing social media advertising. They do a great job on that side. And they also work with logo design, business cards, everything you need to do on that end of it. Maybe redo your colors for your company. They'll help you out with that. So good stuff on that end. We have our own website, IAMSinc.com. It's been up for about 20 years now. We have all our information on there via company information, rates. You can look up income payouts. You can look up different rates based on different durations of contracts. You can see what's available for someone age 95 on there. We have a lot of good information you can pull off that website. You can go to different types of links, including IRS links, state insurance department links, a lot of good stuff there. So definitely keep that in mind for your needs on that end. We do offer a really nice software program called the Retirement Analyzer. You can use that with clients that want to look at kind of where they stand now for retirement, where they're going to be in 5-10 years based on that. So you can plug in the information. It's going to print off a really nice presentation to use with the client. A lot of charts, graphs, numbers, a lot of good stuff they can review, kind of see where they stand for retirement now, where they need to be in 5 or 10 years. So we do have that available for free based on you doing business with IAMS. We also have our wealth management side of the business. We do have a really nice group of people that work on that side of it. Just launched a quick poll if you wanted to get some more information on the wealth management side of IAMS. Be glad to get that over to you. We do have a really established group of individuals in that end. We've got some really good platforms clients can get invested in, and really a good way to diversify what clients are interested in investing in. You got the securities on one side, you got the annuities on the other. So you got safety, you got risk. Got to mix those up as a client needs and wishes. But if you do want to have one of our wealth management guys give you a call, mark off yes. I'll go ahead and get that information over to them. I'll leave this poll open for about another 20 seconds or so. But we have seen a really nice increase in that side of the business. I would say about 75% of our top 20 agents are securities licensed now, where they were not 2 years ago. So it is a much larger percentage of business that people are looking at based on the Series 65 and the security side. So definitely something to take a look at. Again, if you do have interest, mark off yes. I will have one of our specialists on that side give you a call, get you all set up, and you'll be good to go. Go ahead and get this closed up real quick. And we also do our Life and Annuity Academies. I know we have one coming up at the end of April. We're holding that in Des Moines. Should be a really good meeting we're going to be holding with a theme there in Des Moines. If you do have interest in attending one of those meetings, it's all expense paid. We take care of your travel, your room and board, your food, everything is taken care of. If you have some interest in learning more about or getting involved in that, just check off yes on the poll I just launched. We'll get you some additional information on that side. We'll get things up and running on that end of it. And then we do have another one coming up probably sometime in June, which will probably be in our office here in Omaha. And we'll probably do 1 or 2 more in the fall. So 2 in the first 6 months, 2 in the back end. But should be a really good chance to get to meet some of the IAMS employees. We'll go have some really good speakers involved, go over some sales ideas, a lot of stuff that you can use in the field. We'll have some of our higher producing agents there, a couple of them, and should be a really good group of people attending this meeting. Again, that's something you have some interest in, mark off yes. We'll go ahead and get some information over to you on that. Be glad to get you started with that academy and get you signed up. And again, the next one is coming up the end of April. It's like the 25th or the 27th. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or those last couple of days of April there. And I know we do have another couple of weeks to get people signed up. So something you have interest in, just mark off yes, and we'll go ahead and give you a call and get things going on that end. I'll get that closed up real quick here. We do have presence on Facebook and LinkedIn if you have interest in those social media sites. I'm glad to get you going on that end. And we do some special advertising on both sides. So good stuff on that. And again, we are in IRA season. It is not rabbit season. It is IRA season. So we're glad to have you on this morning. We're in the midst of tax returns, people investing more money in IRAs, Roth IRAs. So we do have a very nice selection of annuities that we offer that do go down to some lower amounts of investments. In fact, we have a company that can actually go down to $100 a month on it. Start with $100. So very low amounts on that end. Contribution limits for 2023 are $6,500 for someone ages 0 to 49, $7,500 for actually 50 and above. That did go up by $500 for 2023. 2022, those numbers were $500 lower, so you're like at 6,000 and 7,000. Of course, our limitations based on the income of the individual. If you do have higher earning individuals, they can look at Roth IRAs. They're not deductible on their taxes, but they do earn interest that will be tax-free down the road. So as long as they keep their Roth in place for 5 years, they do have access to those funds tax-free. So we'll be discussing some companies this morning. We have American Life, American National, Equitrust. Talk about Guggenheim, which is now Clear Springs. Life of the Southwest is the one that has the $100 a month. National Western Life goes down to $5,000. Atlantic Coast and Sentinel are some companies we offer on that end of it. So we do have the American Classic multi-rate guarantee annuity through American Life right now, offers extremely good rates on a 5-year rate guarantee. It's going to be around 5.2 for 5 years. It goes down to $5,000 deposit. So it does go down to a lower level in order to get your clients involved with lower deposits. American Life's a great company to look at. It is a single premium policy. So it's a single deposit. We also carry American National. They have a couple nice indexed annuities, a +7 and a +10. But those also go down to $5,000 of deposit. Very competitive rates right now if you'd like to get a quote on American National. They have good fixed accounts, also some good S&P indexed accounts, and we have seen pretty good returns on these before last year, but definitely a good thing to look at. One of the companies that we do a lot of business with on flexible premium IRA money is Equitrust. They do have their Market 10, goes down to $5,000 deposit. You can do deposits every year. They do pay a 6% bonus on all deposits the first 5 years. It is a 10-year contract. It has a fixed rate right now at 4. So if you put money in, you get a 6% bonus, 4% fixed rate. You can guarantee your client 10% return first year. So great combination on that right now. We do see a lot of those coming in based on that. We also have their Certainty Select, which is their fixed rate annuity. It pays 3% commission up to age 80. They just increase their rate. So right now they have a 5.25 5-year rate, 3% comp, $10,000 minimum. What you can do there is add your 2022 and 2023 deposits. Put in $13,000 approximately or more. Could be up to 15 based on 7,500 for both years in that range. So I guess 14.5 based on the 7,000 for last year, 7,500 for this year. So get about that $10,000 minimum for the Certainty Select, but that's a good plan that we have available through Equitrust. They have also have a plan called the Choice 4. It has a 6% first year rate, 4.5% base, pays a 5.5% commission to age 80. Great combination right now. We do a lot of business with that plan. Really a strong combination. Really a strong contract. As I mentioned, Life of the Southwest, they have a $100 a month option and really a nice combination on what they have. They have called their Fit Select and Fit Secure. Their rates are much better than they've been in the past. They have caps up in the 9 range. They have a fixed rate right around 4. So nice combination there. They have an income side and a growth side. So good combination on both sides. That is available with Life of the Southwest. National Western Life, they got the Ultra Classic and Ultra Future. Those are plans they've had around for a long time. They do go down to $2,000, I believe, on qualified funds. The Ultra Future has a 9% bonus on all deposits the first year, 4.5% bonus on deposits years 2 through 5. Ultra Classic does not have the bonus, but has a very high compensation. So you can call about that. If you need to get quotes, we'll be glad to get those done. Good contract, good company. We've been doing business with them for a long time. I'm going to launch another quick poll. If you have an interest in getting some information on anything we've discussed so far, anything we'll be discussing in the next few minutes regarding some other carriers, be sure to mark off yes. Be glad to get those details over to you. Our business has definitely been jumping this year based on higher interest rates, based on the stock market continues to have its issues, and with the recent bank issues we've been seeing with banks, the bank that foreclosed last week, that just in the midst of trying to reopen it, but that has definitely caused a panic across the U.S., and we are starting to see a lot more money coming out of banks this week. So do keep that in mind. Definitely a selling opportunity out there with the indexed annuities, fixed annuities, with the state insurance guarantees. Most states the guarantee is at $250,000. So great combination there based on what they have. But again, if you would like to get some additional information on anything we have discussed so far, anything we'll be discussing in the next few minutes, I'll be giving everyone a call that was on today's meeting. Sorry for the late start. We had a little technical issue there for the first few minutes, but we were able to get up and running here. And I'm gonna try to keep this pretty short this morning based on the late start. But I'm gonna close this one up. As I mentioned, Guggenheim, another carrier we offer that has some very competitive indexed annuities, the Highlander 7, the Highlander 10, and the ViStar contract. I know they recently increased their bonus on the Highlander 10 to 8%. It was at 4, so it's a good combination right now, and really a nice nice programs there that Guggenheim does offer. And if you have interest in them, Clear Springs is kind of what they're known as now. They changed their name to that, but really good company, and we have seen a lot of business flowing in that direction. One thing we've been running into with some of the better interest rates that some of these carriers have, they're being inundated with business, which is causing delays on the front end and back end of these policies. So getting policies through the suitability has been taking time. Getting paperwork sent out to other carriers is taking time, and then getting policies issued once the money does come in. For some of these companies, it's taking weeks to get through each stage. So where it used to take maybe 4 weeks to get things done, it's now taking 8 weeks or longer. So be aware with some of these carriers, it's a very slow process in getting it through the channels, but definitely worthwhile based on the much better interest rates being offered now versus 18 months ago. I mean, rates have basically tripled in the last 18 months. So we've seen a huge increase of business. We do continue to see a lot of interest in annuities, and really it's a hot item right now. We see a ton of business coming in based on fixed interest rates, indexed rates, some of these income options. The income payouts have gone up dramatically, and SPIAs, we've seen a lot of SPIAs coming in lately because those rates have also gone up dramatically on payouts. So do keep that in mind. Atlantic Coast Life, they've got some really good rate guarantee contracts. Rates right now in the mid fives. You get like a 6.5 rate the first year, 5.3 the next 5 years or 4 years. You're going to average right around about 5.5. So great combination there with Atlantic Coast. They do go down to some lower deposits in the $5,000 range. So good plan there. Sentinel is their sister company. They go down to $2,500 deposit. So that's a very low deposit for initial deposit. Good company. They also have rates in the mid fives on 5-7 year rate guarantees. We see a lot of business going to Atlantic Coast and Sentinel right now based on those rates. So a great combination. Once again, thanks for joining me this morning. We're going to keep this pretty short to about 20-25 minutes. Any questions you have, give me a call. This is Matt Tour. I'm in the annuity department with IAMS, been here for over 20 years. This is the best market we've had for annuities probably since the late 90s. We haven't seen rates up in the 5.5 to 6 range on fixed rates. We haven't seen caps where they're at now on the index side in a good 20-25 years. And I don't know if you've ever seen caps as high as they are right now based on the indexed annuity side of the business. And opportunities are out there right now to make 8, 10, 12% on indexed annuities. Counterbalance that with rates in the fixed side around 5. Great combinations right now. Some of these carriers are very aggressive on what they're offering, and really a great time to be in the annuity business. Once again, I want to thank everyone for being patient this morning. Sorry about the late start. We're able to get things up and running, and I think it's going to be a great year this year in 2023 in the annuity space. We're seeing a lot of IRA business coming in right now, a lot of smaller policies. We see some people doing rollovers from existing annuities into a new one, adding money into it based on additional deposits for 2023 or 2022. Someone's locked into a 2% rate or a 3% rate, moving into a 5 makes a lot of sense, and being able to maximize their returns, get into some good rate guarantees. I think now's a good time to get into some longer rate guarantees, 7 years, 10 years, because I don't see these rates staying where they're at for very long. The Fed's looking at bumping rates up maybe a couple more times here the first 6 months. I think in the back half of the year, we're going to see them start falling again. So good opportunity right now to lock in some better interest rates. Clients are looking for options besides banks, the stock market, risky investments in bonds. We saw bond returns go down, 15% losses last year. We saw the stock market drop by 25% last year. So annuities, the safe haven, is one of the few investments that had positive returns last year. I mean, if you take a look at bonds, annuities, and the stock market, annuities really, were shining last year based on what it was doing. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Enjoy March Madness this month. We do have our March Madness contest running right now. You can earn teams based on production. I know I just printed off a list of producers here in March. So I'm going to hand out around 350 teams here, between today and tomorrow for producers that wrote business this month. So a lot of action. Looking forward to the business coming in to get more teams in that deal we're doing this month, and also looking forward to interest rates staying up and seeing a really nice spot for annuities right now. Great marketplace, best we've seen in years. So take advantage of that. Otherwise, I'm going to have a great week. Hopefully spring will be here sooner than later, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Thank you.